Hello, everyone, and welcome. I hope I'm coming through just okay. I'm launching the game here because I don't know if I'll have control of anything once everything is booted up. Okay. It's not working as it should. Why is it doing this? Why is it doing this? I tried playing the game before. Bear in mind, I can't see the chat at the moment because the game is spread across both my monitors. It doesn't make any sense. Display. Full screen. Borderless. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's gonna work a lot better that way. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay, borderless is the way to go, then I take it. Render resolution, I can't set it to any higher than this. Well, they'll have to stay that way anyway. Because I've got everything set to, the maximum that it can be, pretty much. Other than film grain and motion blur, don't really need that. Ray tracing, yeah, let's leave it as it is. Right, new game. This will overwrite all your previous progress, confirm. Control, what is it? Hello, Monica. It's a game by the creators of Alan Wake.
Fair warning.
A bit sci-fi.
It's gonna be weirder than usual.
Also, hi, how are you? I'm good, thank you. How about you, Monica? How have you been these past few days, since last time? It's been a while.
So here I am.
Bit sci-fi with a woman with superpowers.
I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing.
Hey, Panda, how's it going?
I found nothing.
I think this is a video, this is not actually in-game graphics.
We live in
It's choppier than it would be if it was the game.
A poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room. And the poster.
Federal Bureau of Control.
The picture's something nice.
Been okay, trying my hardest to find the Christmas joy. Why would you not have the Christmas joy, Monica? I hope everything is okay. Well, you say you're okay, but I hope I can bring some joy then.
Different for each of
Done
us.
with finding old gifts. Okay.
We're terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Yeah, okay, this is the game running now. Doesn't really feel like Christmas, so it's hard to feel the joy. Okay.
Anyone here?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really feel like Christmas for me either. I can't really explain why. Correspondence. No, that's not it. Is that it? Federal Bureau of Control. Reminder, certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials, unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart, quote unquote. Number 2, pencils. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept. Rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. All material under bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. Okie dokie. I'll be right back, okay, Marika? See you in a moment then. There's a little office there on the other side. Something here. The X button. Research and records. Bureau expenditures. Staffing, surveillance. Data center initiative. Construction. Minor. Office equipment. Janitorial costs. Mold removal. HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown, spreadsheets, see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. I can zoom in, I guess. Okay.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Nothing to pick up here. Huh. Why did it take so long to load in the higher resolution texture? Who is it, by the way? Head of Research, Dr. Casper Darling. Okay. Spacious.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
Look for documents. Anything? Hello? Anyone here? R4 reports. Correspondence. R4 reports reminder. Hello, as you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under section 75.2 of the employee manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team. Now, someone's here.
Hello? Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, niin you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
What?
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Yeah, he comes across as weird, doesn't he? Who is this fine sir? Director Zachariah Trench. Okay. Did I just go back? Or is it... No, I don't think so. I came from that way. Okay. Is there a map? The elevator, he said. I guess that's the elevator? The one I just passed by? But no, that's the room I was in, no? I am confusion. No, I just went through that room, yeah. Everything looks the same. Or like part of the building is like a mirror of itself. I don't know. Well, through the elevator, he said. Proceed deeper into the bureau. Okay.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Starring Courtney Hope. That's her, I guess.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know
Bit.
what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Whoa! What happened there? Weird physics. The coffee pot clipped through the bottom of the coffee machine and now it's propped up against it, I guess. Multiple containment breaches detected. Multiple building shifts detected. Head of research override RHRA protocol activated. Internal lockdown in effect. Building lockdown in effect. Okay, I'm not getting out, I guess. Welcome to the oldest house. Proceed deeper into the bureau. No, wrong button. Trench, do not disturb. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Zachariah Trench, the guy from the portrait before. Barbara Martin, I guess that was the secretary. Central executive. Can't go that way.
Shit. Shit.
He's dead already.
You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
That guy on the right in that picture kind of looks like the current president, no? Can't take a closer look, but I don't know. From a distance, yeah, you could be fooled into thinking that it's him. Certificate, Zakaria Trench. What's that, a pencil sharpener? That's an old model. Is that a pencil sharpener? I think it might be. Uh-huh. Yikes. Okay, pick it up. The gun.
And there goes the poster.
She can see what happened.
Of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Bit of platforming here, I guess. Okay. Should I shoot? Ah.
The same gun. Okay, now I have a gun.
Fire service weapon. Shit. Off target. Do you have unlimited ammo? Whoa. Those have guns. Drop your gun! Drop it!
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. This gun's alive. You know what? I'm
Not making much sense.
happy to be here.
You're weird.
Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go? You can't let this happen. 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 You can't let this happen.
He's losing grip on reality.
You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror.
Drop your fucking gun. Is my ammo limited suddenly, or it said low ammo? It still says proceed further into the bureau. Okay. I heard noise. What was that?
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guide us. Reach the hotline.
There's a body floating in midair. Ah, yeah, more than one.
The hotline, says the dead man.
Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa! Use the cover! Shit! Well, they do drop health, but... Feels like it's not much. Whoa, okay. Ah! Use the cover, use the cover. Okay, got him. Just like you learned, Rudy. Yeah, that's the toilet. That's where I was before. What's with the voices? Well, these guys floating in midair, they're gonna come to life, and then I'm gonna have to face them, right? Probably. What's that? That looks very old school. What is that? Looks like a Commodore PET or something. That's very old if it is. It kind of looks like one. Late 1970s. Like 77, I think. Commodore PET. Dinner reservations. Oh, there are more documents I haven't read, I guess. So much is expected from the director, the responsibility, the privilege. Service weapon. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows paroutilitarians, I don't know what that means, to We don't know. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of something, something, something. The object will determine whether something, 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 something. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the something, 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 though their criteria is unknown. Background. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as a director's office. The popular hypothesis, etc., etc., many forms throughout history, etc., etc., etc. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varanastra, all weapons that something, something, something of their wielders. If objects of power are the conversions of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, something, something, something. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for more details. Excuse me. I still haven't really gotten over my cold, although I am feeling a lot better. It's just the nose now that is a little bit annoying. Still. Now it feels more like a common cold, shall we say. Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Ambré. Wife will meet you there, don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. Remember, she's turning 46. Wow, what an ass. Doesn't even know the age of his wife or something.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
Fascinating. Although we still don't know much. What now? Is that a cup? Is that a cup? Contents spilled on the floor. Shelter, maximum occupancy, 6 persons. And what was that? Weapon mod. Uh-huh. What's that? Rate of fire boost, plus 10%. Okay. Marshall, AWE investigations. This one. Federal Bureau of Control, confidential, for Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things, or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. Well, I got a weapon mod. Cool. Where to now? Do I have a map? Materials? No. Is there any quest marker that tells me where I'm supposed to go? Proceed further into the Bureau? Ah! Wait, through here you mean?
Sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
The red light is really eerie. Visitor evaluations. Federal Bureau of Control. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and our people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How'd you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem suspicious, I guess, escort them to a private room. They'll perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, I think. See the provided scoring sheet, then do something with them immediately. There's no such thing as too suspicious. Urban legends. Examination of paranatural topics. Urban legends. Summary. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolutions of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain something informed by your own something and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially something in popular culture using something. Our bureau made anthology television programs. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore, AWEs that only occur on something. A pair of scissors that consume human flesh, blood, I don't know, through 2 punctures on the something. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, there are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 4-93-6942 for full report. Alright, that's it, I guess. That thing is clipped through the wall. And that's the radio I already interacted with. So to be clear, I played this for like, I don't know, well, just about as much as I played until now, I guess. I have played up to this point, but I may not have necessarily been quite as thorough with searching for parts before. Yikes, yikes, yikes!
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
More health. Noise.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean?
I don't think I've been that far. I think I stopped at that fight or something because I died when I first tried to play. don't think I played any further than this. But then I think I did go back to the lobby I was in before.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau?
Huh?
Are you still sane?
Shelter?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
You're the one from the video?
Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Thought you were supposed to work under the janitor. No, she doesn't look like the lady from the video.
Dr. Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown, before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
It sounds like the sound of a hero dance song. Push the hiss out. Push the hiss out. Oh yeah. Okay, she disappeared.
Didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Okay, so you can restore your health here. Outfits. Where is she? I heard her voice coming from that way. Oh yeah, there she is. Is there anything else I need to pick up in this place? Whee! Jump, jump, jump! Clearance level 03. I hear, or at least I heard before getting this game, that it had a structure kind of like a Metroid game, in that you only gain access to new areas as you progress through the main story. I think that's pretty interesting.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw.
This I have not played before,
It
I'm
was worth
sure.
a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau
She looks
came
like
in
part of
and
her mouth is
closed it.
paralyzed or something.
I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us.
It's the thing she has on her chest?
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mail.
Communications
it's part of
department.
the sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader.
Until you are.
Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world.
Wow.
What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
There's nobody to answer the phone.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no
Unknown
stupid
caller.
questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks,
There
Emily.
are no stupid questions, only stupid people asking questions. Ha. Material, house memory. Portrait of director Zachariah Trench. The only person you should fail is yourself. Loadout. Personal mods. Oh, I have 2 of them. Health recovery. Health recovery per element pickup plus 20%. Okay. And then... what, I only have 1 slot? What was the other one? Health boost. Health plus 17%. I don't know. Deconstruct. 50. Don't know what that is either. Unlock by upgrading. And how do you do that? Conceptual material. House memory. Hidden trend. Undefined reading. Conceptual material. Can't examine these. At least these health units I can't pick because I'm already full. They remain. That's cool. Enter the communications department to find the hotline. And then what was that about a mission? Was that a side mission or... unknown caller? I want to track this. Emily instructs Jesse to find a hotline. Ah, that's the same thing. Okay, that's the same thing. Okay, I thought that was like a side mission or something in addition to the main objective. Not that way. Executive meeting minutes. Minutes, minutes, I'm not sure how you say it in that context. Agenda items for next executive meeting. Rising costs of AWE response. Update on mold eradication efforts. Upcoming annual salary review. New supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. Oh yeah, it's me in the portraits now. I am the new director. Huh. Toilet. Ain't that the way I came from? No? Maybe I do need to go back to what is now my office. This one was closed before and now it isn't. Well, the blood puddle is still there. Treasure chest. Undefined reading. 5. Clearance level. You do not have a clearance level. Does sound like I will need to get one. I'm the director. Why do I not have clearance level to anything? Jesse! Oh no, that's not her name. I don't know what her name is. Chick from before. Security order. Okay, well, there's not much I can read. A Sharkin is, although secure, permission to, following basic protocol, shoot to kill. We come in peace. Shoot to kill, shoot to kill, shoot to kill. Technological restrictions. Examination of paranatural topics, technological limitations of the oldest house. Summary. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural something something for the oldest house to block them. I don't know. Disable them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the something something to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Something something agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. That kind of explains why at the metal detector or something at the very beginning there was that note saying something about any smart devices being forbidden. That might be the reason. And then that also explains the presence in this place of those such old computers that they work with. And like that super old model pencil sharpener or something. I don't know why number 2 pencils were forbidden though. It's a mystery to me. And look at that, that's super old, that thing. What is it? Is it a paper cutter? Or is it one of these things that you used to, like, make copies of documents? Like, you had, like, a crank that you had to, well, operate, I guess, to create copies of documents. We used to have one like that back in high school. That one of our teachers still used. It kept in use. All these years later. A stencil machine, I think they called it, or something like that. Is that what it's called? Now I'm curious. Excuse me, there's stuff happening at work and I'm also keeping tabs on that at the same time. Oh yeah, I forgot to recharge my controller as well. I hope it won't die on me midway through the stream. That would be unfortunate. Okay. What was I gonna look up? Oh yeah, stencil machine. I want to see if this is exactly what I have in mind. Stencil printer or machine. Yeah, these are modern ones, though. It's a mechanical one that I'm looking for. Mechanical. I can't find a good example of what it used to be like. I don't know, 1970s, maybe if I type it like that. Ah, this is what I have in mind. Yeah, but these are pretty big though. Okay, excuse me. How his life is in your hands. That's eerie music. Oh, I'm back here. Enter the communications department to find a hotline. Boardroom.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Oh, well, let's ask her questions. Shed some light on those things that I don't quite understand yet. Origin of the hiss.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
The oldest house. Why is it called like that?
The oldest house.
That's the place we're in?
What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. Yeah, you've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power.
It conceals
The oldest
itself?
house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay.
So only special people can find this place, and it's very unlikely that someone without a certain special quality would find it by accident, hence the questions or script that we found earlier, in case someone finds the building and starts asking questions.
This trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost.
A
in the
residual
traditional sense,
image.
but an echo, maybe.
An
See,
echo.
if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun. Maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
Yeah.
I think I will.
Maybe it is through the gun that you're hearing his voice. Because he was the previous owner or something. Objects
Can
of
you tell me
power.
what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled.
Her face animations
which is what
are a bit
differentiates them from
weird.
altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
It sounded sounded like it, right?
Thanks.
Hadron resonance amplifiers. Is that the thing she has on her chest that protects them from what happened to the other guys that I had to shoot?
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss.
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these,
Her mouth never seems to fully
his
close.
behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Yeah, there's something unnatural about the way her face looks in movement.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more.
Reminds me a tiny little bit of LA Noire, just like done with more modern technology, because in LA Noire there was very little about their faces that was actually modeled. It was more like a texture, a video texture projected onto their faces that gave the impression that their face was actually moving, but it actually wasn't, or at least not that much. Okay, sector elevator. Do I have to go through the elevator? Perhaps. No. It won't even activate when I approach it. Communications department. Communications department. Communications department. been here yet, I think. What the fuck? What's a jukebox doing in there? Not much going on in this room. Oh, I can't get in there. Communications department. Communications department. That way. Ah. There's definitely something that way. Ah, yeah, and it says debt letters. Nostalgia department. Cafeteria. Communications department. Okay.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
House memory. It's one of these. Not sure what these are supposed to be. Open map? First plus? What was that? Oh, that's how. Okay. Boardroom. Central executive. There's a room off to the side of the director's office by the looks of things. There's that big circular room at the bottom left corner. When am I gonna get a clearance level? I'm the director, damn it. I demand that you give me access. As your new leader. Director's office, central executive. Uh-oh. Whoa! Take cover! Come on, show your face. Ah, nice. It's gonna be coming from the other side. Was that the last of them? No, I can't break the glass? Oh, that's unfortunate. There should be health. No? Kill the guy here. Ooh, eerie. Ominous. Whoa! Was that the last of them? Music is still going. Ah! I had to use melee because I was recharging. Unstable something. Hiss barrier. But that's not the one I just picked up. That was from before. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss barrier, confidential, summary. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. Two methods have been discovered for lowering them. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. Destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the hiss? What does a very active building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file something something for a full report. There's another one. That's the one I just picked up. Federal Bureau of Control. Please be aware, due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart. Green, stable. Yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts. Red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. If you know it's frequent, then it's not really unanticipated, is it? Seems to me. Men's room. Ah! Undefined reading. Well, I guess I can't read that yet. I saw something moving. I was wondering if it was an enemy maybe or something. It's just my own reflection. More health. I believe I came from that way. What happened here? What is that? Do I take damage if I try to get closer? There's I like to call them treasure chests. They're at the back. Havana summary. Havana, AWE 48, event summary. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. This amount of deaths were reported, and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which was reported to have been significant. I don't know. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise, accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for this many minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off and the embassy staff were transported to the continental US. After Formula I.9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file AI85 for details. Or maybe it's lowercase l, I don't know. Excuse me just a sec. I need to do something about that nose. I don't know what these are. The thing that says 2350 there at the top. Is it experience points? Is it a currency of some kind? Dunno. Can I put a marker on the map so I can remind myself to come back here later, by any chance? Nah, it doesn't seem like I can interact with the map in any way. Up there, perhaps? I don't think I've been that way. Or back there. Well, it's red over that way, so that's probably the way forward. I would guess. Didn't I pass an area that looked red before, though? Back the way I came. I'll make sure. Ah, yeah, that was it. Whoa, 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 what?
It's overpowering here.
Are these areas I can't... Okay. Okay. I learned something. So, not that way. That way, even though it's red, is it gonna be the same? Or not quite the same? Dead letters. Communications department. I seem to be going in the right direction, at least. Personal mod. Health boost. Correspondence. Singing fish. There it is. Mr. Governor. I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem and you got to send folk to fix it. Got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish, it sings when you hit a button. But it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. Says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. Is it that fish? When the batteries go weak or something, it sings something like dee doo dee dee doo it dum dee dee doo, and then it goes like super weird. That meme video on YouTube always made me laugh. The diabolical fish. Dee doo dee dee doo dee dum dee dee doo. Weapon mod, shatter recoil efficiency. Something. Okay, whoa, what was that? Enemies? Yeah, enemies! A big one, by the looks of it. This one had armor on. More dudes. Yikes! Here's another. Shout. Whoa. My health is kinda low. I, heard something? Don't know if it's, hostiles? That might just be part of the ambient sounds, I guess. Not something I need to concern myself with. Okay, I already explored back there, I think. There were boxes to open and I got them. Saw something there. What's that? Document? Correspondence. FBC reminds me of Resident Evil Revelations because there was organism, I guess, that was called that in there. Attention all employees, I don't know. A shark in his, although secure, something. I don't know, never mind that. That's the one I just picked. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections of related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So, thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. Excuse me. Yeah. Just checking something. Okay. No, I need to bring that down. Okay, there we go. Dee doo wah dee dee doo wah dee dum dee dee doo. Okay, we're good to go. Forward. Onward! Yikes. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, more health. Ooh, that's nice. More health. More health. I'm in better shape than before this fight, so that's good.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OP. Oops. Oh, and it
Ha!
telephonically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Is this guy for real? Or is he just trolling? But I like this guy. He's fun. Is that a... I'd say it's a control point, no? Cleanse control point, yeah. Just like before. Navigate through the communications department. Yeah, I can't open this door. Okay, this door I couldn't go through before.
On the right track.
Document I didn't have. Machine God. Yeah, but I can't equip another one. Health plus 17%. Health plus 19%. Ah, that's the one that I chose to have on now. Okay. Can't really judge if my health gauge is larger now. Well, that way. What's that? Welcome to the communications department. We are here to help. If you have any questions, please ask one of our friendly staff. A sim poster. The voices are saying something in French. All the hair must be sorted? Something about your boss with you? Something about the 3rd, 4th, and 5th day. A copy of a copy of a copy. Weird. Something about suffering. Open assets. But I can't read them. Unlock by upgrading. How do I do that? I wish I knew how. Multimedia. Objects of power? Ah, the video from before.
Objects of power can cause or be results of a...
No, wait, that's the one I already saw. Ah, yeah, the one about the floppy disk.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes.
8 inches?
The CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes.
Yeah.
This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts.
Yeah, makes sense, I think.
Era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is
the small one were the 3.5 inches, and this one is 8 inches.
We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the...
Yeah, 8 inches is about the size of a 45 RPM record.
OP.
Yeah, that's about the same size, yeah, I suppose.
Kinetically through the air. To date, we've launched...
Because there were even larger ones.
3 dozen pencils.
Older even than those floppies.
We even launched a cup.
Collectibles. No, wait. Correspondence. Machine God, yeah, that's the one. I had a dream and I built the thing I saw in my dream, a machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows, a new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. Yeah, just like in, what's that movie again? Weird Science. She'll take the shape of a woman, and she'll be made on a computer. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils for my toaster and fans, plus the timing belt for my car's engine and the wheels for my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Well, the dialing plate is only used to dial. You should still be reachable, I think. No? If it's an old style phone with a dialing plate. No, I've already been here. That way. Pneumatics. The flipping heck? What is that? I take it I can't go that way. And I probably have to head in there. It hurts? If I approach? It probably hurts. Okay, let's not go that way. Hold on, there's a shelter. Magic box. Material, undefined reading. Book Club Samson. Is this game made by French people? The voices in the background speak French. Why? Control. PC game. It's made by Remedy, isn't it? I think. Remedy Entertainment, yeah. Who are they from? I know they're a Finnish video game developer. Huh. Ah yeah, they're the guys that made the Max Payne series also, yeah. Quantum Break, and Alan Wake, yeah. Yeah, Alan Wake, I was sure. Max Payne, I had forgotten about it. This is the one. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title Unless You could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-hoity flowers and guns, space hippies, or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brain worms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, signed me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. I know, this just closes the door. Okay. Thought this was something else.
Object of power. Looks like the Chris have latched
Whoa!
onto it.
Whoa! Whoa! It's throwing fire extinguishers at me. Personal mod, energy boost. Well, I'm stuck in here. This is not the way. Across, maybe. Dunno. If I move straight towards it by going down these stairs, I'm only gonna take damage. So I think I need to go that way first. That way. Ah, yikes! Ah, it's destroying the environment even. And then across that way. Crouch to take cover behind low objects. What is it? RB? What is it? Right stick? Ah, right stick. Okay. Is there anything in here I'm supposed to pick? I guess I can still search the area after I've made it safe. Whoa! Yeah, you'll do that after, Rudy. Just try to get close for the time being. How do I do that? Do I need to get close? It is a floppy. I think the floppies I'm thinking of are not 8 inches, they're like 5.5.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the bureau seal.
5.25 inches, that's the size I was thinking of. Those 8 inches one are the very large ones from the like the 1970s. And in the 80s, they would have been more like the 5.25 size. Hold RB, grab. Huh. Cool. Cool stuff. piece. I didn't really have to jump. I got them all. No? I think. Ah, there's more of them. Get the health. Something there at the end.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got...
Yeah, more enemies are coming, it seems. Let's read the case file first, I guess. Floppy disk, is that the one? Containment procedure must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows paratilians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.15 for more information. The object is currently bound to something for research purposes. Excuse me. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in by agents something with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes for nuclear missiles, I guess, believed to be reserved for use against the US. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day.
Got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me with this.
I gotcha! There's more stuff up that way. Did I get it? No, not quite. No health. Got some here. Ah, I still can't open these. And my health is full. Nice. Now let's see. Any objects, items, documents that I missed? Now that it's safe to look around. Well, in that room maybe, but I can't go there. Up the stairs. I'll finish searching. That way, perhaps. In that corner? No. Can I just jump? Did I take damage? I'm not sure. And if I did, I may have If I did, I may have collected health in the process and then instantly healed.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
This looks like the mailroom. Who? Where? There's a health gauge. Where are they? But this is English now, the voice. What is that wide gauge? Tomasi, Willow, AWE, something? His demolition expert. Field research on his entity is corrupted demolition expert, confidential. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. His demolition experts are the only observed Hiss variations to wield this specifically built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track something entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who trained specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Refer to file something for full report. Hiss Ranger. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss corrupted Ranger. The Rangers and the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their Hiss corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilized these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree, or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. Refer to files and something for further report. For full report, as usual. And that's the last one I picked. Reinformation campaign summary of Willow AWE. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to doubt the cover-up or something. It's actually smart. I agree. So another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring something something and something something for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. Blood. Dead letters, pneumatics, mail room. Isn't that the way I came from? Bap. Something here. Clearance level 1. Ah, it was about time. About freaking time. What's that? Claim control point. Excuse me. Don't what? Don't let mold hitch a ride. Can't see, it's too dark. Ah, it's something to do with items, that gauge. I thought it was the health of the enemies. Huh. Main room is that way. Main room is that way. Upstairs. Launch efficiency. I'm sure that might be good if only I had more room to equip these. Huh. For some privacy for using the toilet. Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw you.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy, thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the
I'm listening and then I'll read.
For last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room. There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms.
Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange. Something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Are you done? Okay. Somewhere along the line, things went weird. No one was sure. No one was sure how this happened. Whether it had something... Whether it was something caused by someone or something, or if it just happened by itself. There were a lot of stories. Everyone had a theory of how it happened. It had happened, of which maybe the weirdest, and perhaps only fittingly singled out here, was the talk about a strange golden space helmet that someone had found in a secret research project to replicate and manufacture those helmets. It was said that the helmet opened the way to another place, different from this one, but whether that other was actually a place or just something that came over you when you were wearing the helmet, no one knew. Not even the scientists in charge of the project. In any case, or so the myth went, the helmets, or the people trying them on, brought the other closer to here, and things got weird. Things that people had learned to take for granted, like technology and physics and religions and time and stuff, just stopped working like they used to, stopped altogether, or became something different. There were lots of accidents and terrible catastrophes at first, and most people died and disappeared. And in some places it rained flowers, and in others blood. And sometimes the other was very close, and everything rippled and warped as something big in the other passed close by. And sometimes it was even almost like the old times. In time, people adjusted and adapted and learned to use the new things and laws to fix some of the old, but mostly as time went by, people just forgot that things had ever been different, and the weird became normal. Everyone, at least everyone who believed in the myth, thought that the golden helmets and those who wore them were bad, and they seemed to have a point for those in the golden helmets, even while they were hardly ever seen anymore, were often wait, hold on a second, I think I skipped a line. Were hardly ever seen anymore, were often on those rare occasions doing bad things. Luckily, the other gave many people strange abilities. I'm trying to read the bottom, but it's not easy. And a few heroes rose to fight the bad things, and there were lots of these bad things, and lots of good things as well. But now, even more than before, the other things were ambiguous and never simple or clear. And people barely could tell the good from the bad. In any case, things went on, and it was almost never boring. Who wrote this? Report to Dr. Darling. Okay. But I already have clearance level 1, don't I? Or I guess you could pick it from more than one spot. It's back to speaking French, I think. Okay, where am I? And where should I go? Is it that yellow thing I'm supposed to reach? What's that over there? That thing marked on the map. That way? Yeah, it's the control point claimed. Okay. Clearance 1? Yeah, that has to be through here, right? Something tells me there's gonna be a fight here.
They can fly now. Great.
Ouch! Called reinforcements! Saw another dude, where is he? I got him, didn't I? Or he left. Yeah, it's more like he left. Okay.
I have a feeling he'll be back. Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
He dodged the stuff I was throwing at him, so I kind of guessed I wasn't supposed to do it that way, even though it would have made sense from a game design perspective, because usually you have to use the power you got latest when a new boss comes into play. But well, time. Hiss elevated. Hiss elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau Paratiliarians. Some prefer to charge their targets while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the Hiss elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording in parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? It is possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption. It's also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability in the individuals if it corrupts. Okay. Correspondence. Tea time. Hey Malcolm. Yes, tea time is at 7. I'll see you at the course on Saturday morning. Golf course? By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about that, would you? See you Sunday. Jim. Multimedia. I had a radio recording. Okay, never mind. I'm not listening to that again. Okay, we done looking? Undefined reading. I hope it won't remain undefined forever. And this is if I want to go back. What's up, music? That doesn't sound like English. I don't know. Don't know what that is. What's written there? Control parameters. Triangle parameters. Can you write a formula to show the sum? I offer a coffee if you do. With a little heart. Yeah, that's where he went. Outline chamber. Ah, we're on the right track. House memory.
Alberto.
Massey's ID. Federal agent, U.S. Federal Bureau of Control. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. Alberto Tomasi. What was that?
Tomasi, head of comms. The hiss got him.
Alright, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear.
More documents.
Most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Butte summary. FBC recordings. Yeah, that's the thing I just listened to. That's, well, I know of one such city in, what's that state in the north of the US? Up against the Canadian border. Montana, I think. I think in Montana there's a town called like that because I have a few acquaintances living there. A spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butte where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at something, which had been connected to a total of this many disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside while searching a closet. An agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house this many days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte home's closet disappeared during this incident. Yeah, I'm not crazy. There is a town in Montana that's called like that. Get there. It takes 1 day and 10 hours to get there by plane. Or so they say. Oh, it's quite high in altitude, too. It's in the northern Rocky Mountains, as they say, or something. Is it possible? Yeah. Okay. Okay, back out.
The hotline can't be far now.
Shatter projectile boost. Hotline chamber. Butte supplement. Details. So this was AWE-17. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Butte home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. See file MOT-01. The key opened the door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside this room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearances of the home's owner and the other locals of Butte have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View, I guess there's a letter missing, motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, this many light cords have been found in the oldest house, located in the something-something and something-something sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is unknown, I guess. But initial hypotheses center on the Butte AWE as a something-something-something. See Dr. Darling presentation 24.3 for more details. I haven't seen that one yet. Or maybe I will. Hotline security log. Director Trench, Bill Everett, Director Trench. Carol Bishop was the last one to go there. Director Trench, well... He hasn't been there since October 1st, by the looks of it. Okay. It's the phone we saw in the cinematic before. It's ringing.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with the black pyramid.
Notice. It's dark, I can't see very well. Of course, there's nothing written on the other side. Oh. Now I can read. Ocean View Motel and Casino entry point, catalyst, light switch, the law of 3 applies. Oh, you need to pull it 3 times? Hotline is designated for directory use only. Disregard of this policy may result in fatal psychic trauma. And a 3rd time.
Whoa. Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country. On the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
An inverted pyramid. It has to be the one.
Hello? Anyone here?
Huh. Doors open and close when I ring the thing. I just want it to be a NAS. And keep doing it. But, I guess, that actually unveiled something. It's a motel room. Coffee machine. Telephone. Nothing interesting in this one. Is it a code? Does that have something to do with maybe the number of the door of the room? 224. 226. Do I have to take another look at the documents maybe? Wait, there's something. Key.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
227. Did the other doors open? Nah, it's only these three by the looks of it. Janitor. Okay, can't go that way. What's that? A bridge to that little thing, that glass cage with the phone in it. The rule of 3 applies. 2, 3. Okay, pick up the hotline. Reminds me of the room where Magneto is being held prisoner in X-Men. Complete the astral plane challenge. The hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. Doesn't look like I can interact with this now. How so? How? Didn't seem to do much. Did I just ignore them? Don't know. I'm just gonna ignore them. It's still ringing.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
Speak with Emily.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
He has only one bounce reflection
People react
on those ray traced
strongly
reflections.
when I tell them about you.
I'm not quite sure, but they seem to be full res though.
She might be able to help.
The reflection in the table isn't visible in the reflection in the glass. It's blurry, it's blurry, it's blurry, it's blurry, it's blurry, a little less blurry, a little less blurry, and now it's full res. Why does it take so long to load these? Is it a problem that I have with my computer, or... I mean, the specs of my computer should definitely handle this without any issues, but... Control... PC game... Textures... Take a long time to load. Game running a RTX 2062. Game is on an SSD. Textures not loading is a major issue. Constantly having to go into the options menu to toggle things. Apparently this is, well, I don't have the problem of textures not loading. It's just that they show very little detail until I'm really up close to them, and then it takes a few seconds. After installing the game using the Xbox app, Xbox Game Pass on Windows, and playing for a few hours, I noticed a lot of issues with textures. They just sit there blurry and do not load at all. Some people in this subreddit suggested entering display settings when it happened and quickly changing any of the things in there to fix the issue. I tried it and it works, but just temporarily. After a few seconds or entering a new area, the textures get weird again. I've tried changing many display options, lowering resolutions from 1440p to 1080p, increasing some settings, but nothing seems to solve the issue. Then I decided to play around with RTX, setting to medium, ray traced reflections and transparent reflections, and textures seem to be loading just fine now. So if you're having this issue, I hope this helps. The LSS box is unavailable and it seems like devs are aware of this. Yeah, it was playing with film grain off, motion blur off, other settings on medium, low. Yeah, but I have way better hardware though, so I shouldn't have to deal with this. Ah, well, it's a minor inconvenience. Wait, actually, I did want to go that way. I was interested in that big circular room. Ah, it was the outline chamber. Ah, okay. Oh, well. Okay, I need to get back to the boardroom. Is that it? The health from before is still there. I'm impressed. No, not like that. Left at the back. Boardroom. Straight ahead. More health. Nice. Wait. Nope, not that way. Boardroom, that way.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
The way her body remains stiff like that, and then she gets so excited. I mean, you don't talk like in such an excited manner like this. I'd be super excited about what's going on with all your happy body, like showing some body language. She has none. That might be why she comes across as artificial.
I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no
You look weird.
training in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the his scans seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something to help us.
Tests. I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Department of Maintenance. Doesn't look like a place I've been to. It's a video. Judging from the color banding, it's encoded and compressed. At least a little bit. New mission, directorial override. Upgrade and unlock new abilities from the nearest control point. Ah! Board countermeasures are now available from the nearest control point. What was that? I saw something there. Wait. What's that? What's that? Research and records, initial impressions. Okay, mission, that's a new one. Hotline, control points. Hotline. This is to view the things again. Management team. Ocean View Motel, but I've already seen all these, no? The coming storm, the directorship. Board countermeasures. They were not on red. I think I read them before. Multimedia. Hotline. The one about the phone?
It's Dr. Darling calling. In 1978, a comms department intern heard the hotline ring and picked it up, going against every safety protocol in the manual. She never recovered. And the handful of witnesses required extensive memory repression therapy. It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the
We only
actual
saw
plane
a bit
and
of this before, I guess.
And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well. Our very own Ouija board. Only the director can answer it safely, and what he hears is kept classified.
There's something that bothers me. They're designed like audio tapes by the looks of it. No? Or maybe VHS, I guess. No, these look more like audio tapes, I guess. Yeah, okay, fine. I guess I can accept that. Case files. Hotline. Containment procedure. Object should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Object is a 1960s era red backlit telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with the black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs this much. The object allows the director to communicate with the something. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal brain damage. I don't know. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.6 for more information. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including something, but its origin remains unknown. Initial impressions. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, alter items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past few weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jessie Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
I'll go look.
Hi, Jesse.
I thought
I'm sure
she
I'll
had
have more questions soon.
thought she had new stuff.
Just let me know.
Because she had that red marker on her, so I thought maybe she has something new to say, but the list of topics doesn't seem to...
Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance over 5.
Obviously, you never read the piece.
Abilities 4. Launch 1. Melee 1. Health 1. Plus 10% to health. Ah, it's these circular things? What about the other one? The thing with the spikes there? Ah, there we go. I guess. Obscured weapon mod. Common. Consecutive kills boost. No. I want to unlock... Okay. Higher tier mods. Threshold Remnant. I don't have that yet. Refresh to generate new randomized mods. Undefined reading. House memory. So that's what these things are for. Undefined reading, etc. Abilities. Health 1. Health 2. 3. Plus 10% to energy. Melee. Launch. I mostly use the gun, but I can't seem to increase that, I guess. Milestone reward. Use 2 to unlock additional weapon form slot. Additional weapon form slot. Additional personal mod slot. Equipped. No, it still says unlocked by upgrading. Same thing here. Rate of fire plus 10%. That still seems to be the most efficient. Damage after kills. Consecutive kills boost. Plus 30%. Don't know, to be honest. Launch energy boot cost. Energy plus 5%. Energy plus 6%. Health plus 17%. I don't know. If I could equip both, for example, if I really wanted more health. Health recovery per element pickup. Because deconstructing them allows you to get more stuff, more of that currency, I guess. I've already been in here, right? I think. No, there's a document. Control points. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the holdest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around a control point in the arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by something detection of an unobstructed ping using the something within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or something, or vulnerable spots of the holdest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be something. Refer to file 725-2788 for full report. Search for a way into the maintenance sector.
Hope has asked us to document the hiss incantation.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
You sure? They don't make him seem that way.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
Is that the Corridor of Doom from Digital Foundry? This one. I can't bring up Xbox Game Bar on top of this game? Huh. I think it is. It looks like it from the videos I saw. Or it's close enough. Yeah, that might not be it, but it's in the area anyway. Probably. Look at the reflection on these pipes, so diffuse. Ray tracing is awesome. NSC control room. Can't go that way. Ah, this is it, yeah. The corridor of doom.
The directorial override is right there.
I'm only running at 1080p for the purpose
How
of
do we get there?
capturing this for the stream, so... shouldn't have any issues running. Internally, it's only 720p, so... it's just the LSS bringing it up to 1080p. I don't know if maybe I should run the game natively to a higher... I mean... run it at a higher resolution, but I fear that if the actual output resolution is higher, my PC might have difficulties capturing it at the same time as running it without running into bottlenecks. It's still a demanding game. Oops. I did the same thing I did in gun training. I hit the cover. It's like a theme with me. But at least I was undercover. I was behind the cover. Not in danger. Okay. They were wooden covers. In my case. There's a control point. Cleanse it. Black Rock Quarry, Black Rock Processing, Ventilation, Janitor's Office. He said to come to him. I guess I need to meet him in his office. Whoops. Whoops. Ouch. Who is it? Where are they shooting from? Ah! We good? We good? We good. Okay. Stairs. What's that? Ah, magic box. Weapon mod. Uh-huh. Janitor's office. Toggle map. Oh, I'm in it? Okay. I hear him sing. Okay. Whoa! More of them? I mean, I don't mind the experience or money or whatever you call it. Nice. Or did I get experience or not? I'm not sure. I don't know if I was already at that amount before or not. Maybe I was. I didn't get the impression that I was gaining anything new.
What's down that way?
A Mary Chase new mission. Find Atty the... What was that? Missions? What, I have to? Investigate the strange light in the break room. Jesse learns of another object of power, a merry-go-round horse below the break room. Okay. Okay, let's follow that one. He has a poster of himself on the door. Why was it red, briefly? Whoa. Whoa! And she said whoa, too. Cleanse the merry-go-round horse object of power.
Ugh, this place makes me nauseous.
But it's over there.
An object of power. How do you think it got down here? A carousel horse.
Yep.
Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
B to evade. Use evade to... I ran out of energy. I overdid it. Woo! Nice. Whoa, hey! Oh, I made it this time. What's that thing? Gold enemies are immune to Jesse's attacks. Uh-huh. Which means I need to evade.
Let's see the Hiss keep up with me now.
fighting. Hidden location discovered. Okay. Ritual impulse. Merry-go-round horse. Containment procedure. Object should be kept in a confined space when unbound. Description: para-utility. A fiberglass horse once used as a seat for a merry-go-round ride. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. This can be quite dangerous when anyone is in its path. I don't know. The object is currently bound by trench. I don't know, at the time. The object was discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. Local police, I don't know, reported that the rides would move on their own and that they would be chased out. When these rumors reached the Bureau, see America Overnight, episode 235, agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local something were found dead at the scene. The object attacked agent something by something something. Agent invoked Formula C.52 something something the object long enough to something 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 something. I thought I could interact with it. I don't like tables! What's that thing?
Drawing the pyramid. The what? The pyramid. What's a pyramid? The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane. Airplane? Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it? It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home. I miss my home.
Okay, that was weird. Commodore Pet! There we go. His life is in your hands. Everyone's safety depends on you. What's that? Avoid modern technology. What's that? Synchronicity Research Department. Alright, I seem to be back in this place. Janitor's office. That way? That's where he is, Ati.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ati here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ati. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah. You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one.
Is that Finnish?
They already messed up the cooling pumps.
The language?
And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying
It's
my
Finnish.
best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The works on the task board here, you can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seats gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back.
Clearance level 2.
That's great. Thank you, Ati.
While it isn't clear what Ati is, at least fans know where he's from. This janitor speaks with a strong Finnish accent and uses many Finnish idioms he tries to translate to English, often confusing Jesse in the process. Yeah, like last winter's snow. What a mess. Burn the trash. New mission.
Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moose.
Maybe this is another case of an expression, an idiom, not really being translatable to English. Threshold remnant. Ah, but I needed this for some of my upgrades, no? To get an extra slot or whatever. A threshold remnant. Is there a control point I can go back to? Ah, they're respawning. These dudes. But I did gain more experience. Actually, you can farm from these guys, it looks like. Nice. I'm tempted to stop the stream here so I can maybe farm these guys a little bit off stream. Abilities. Yeah, why not? Let's get that. Upgrade. I have 2 threshold remnants, actually. But not enough Not enough of those spiky things for 2, though. Insufficient materials. Oh, I need 5 for the next upgrade anyway, okay. And an astral blip, although I don't know what that is or where to get them. Weapon form. More threshold remnants. Ritual impulse. By upgrading. I did upgrade, but... Okay. Weapon forms. Grip. I guess this is something I need to unlock. Collectibles. Multimedia. Astral plane. Threshold kits. Okay. It saves when I activate this, right? Yeah. This little icon that I was obscuring there. Yeah, I guess. Board countermeasures. I'm not sure what these are. I'm more concerned with the main story anyway. I'll stop here. Thank you so much for watching, people. Tomorrow night I have to work from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. so I won't be able to stream at night. At least not until I get home, which will be by 11 p.m.-ish. Bit later than that, I guess. Besides, I think if I keep streaming for much longer, my controller is just gonna run out of battery anyway, and then I wouldn't be able to stream anymore. So I better stop here. I'll make sure I plug it in now so that it's recharged for tomorrow. Take it easy, take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to streaming more of this game for you guys tomorrow. See you next time. Bye-bye.